Hello, it's Marla Copal again, and I'm back in my general time frame of about 8:30 every morning. Was having a little Wi-Fi issue this morning, so I'm a little slow coming on. But I want to talk to you today about just starting. Just start. What does that mean? Well, a lot of you are out there and you're thinking about, well, should I do this business? Should I do that business? Should I do this? Where do I go first? And I see some people sitting down and writing a business plan. And I agree, business plan concepts are really good, but you could do a business plan on a napkin if you're not going to go to the bank to get a loan. Now, if you need funding, that's different. You're going to have to play that game. But my question to you is what could you start and get going right now? And don't worry about failing because you all fail. We all fail. I've been there when we start something. So sometimes I see people take a long time, too long of a time, to put their plan together. And by then the momentum's gone. The fire is out in their heart. The market has moved on. Things have changed. And the possibility is there that just everything that you wanted to put in a little box and have steps A, B, C, D, E, F all work for you, all of a sudden C doesn't work. So what I want to suggest to you is what people jumping into network marketing businesses, jumping into affiliate marketing businesses, whatever, they still have to know who they are. What are you selling? What are you selling? And you are selling not the thing, but you're selling yourself. You have assets. You have assets that are past experiences. Decisions you've made are assets, not job descriptions. Job descriptions are actually not an asset. They're a limitation because you've forgotten all the things that it took for you to do what you did. You see, I've left jobs because people didn't need all of my talents. I'm a really good troubleshooter. I will take apart things that are in a system. And if I'm trying to use that system and it breaks down, I'll take the time to figure out why it broke down. And then I'll share it with the people that can fix it. So people always think, well, that's kind of odd. No, I don't have to be a technical person. I can't fix certain things on computers or I can't fix things in code, but I do know how to make the mistake repeat enough that I can give it to somebody else that they can fix it. Good morning. So that challenge with all of us doing businesses, I'm slowly getting around to some thoughts I've been having. People are getting a lot of training, and I agree with that training. I take that training. Some of that training is trying to help people feel confident to step forward. So they're giving you a formula. They're giving you a formula to figure out who are the people you want to speak to. And I agree, you need to know who you want to speak to. So, but I don't know that it always has to come down to a gender and an age. I think it needs to come down to a spirit and an attitude. So when I say just start, you may want to find people who want change in their life. They want to just start. And you're going to build a practice. You're going to build a coaching business. You want to build a relationship. You want to build a reputation. Whatever it is that you want to do, you need to put that into some kind of formula for you that's going to work. So my suggestion with all coaching and training and even that I give is that you have to put it into your own perspective. How does your psyche work with this information? How does your attitude work with this information? So some of us are getting coaching and training so that we feel uplifted, so that we feel motivated, so that we feel less fearful. So formulas are simply there to help us find our first step, our second step, our third step. But if the formula isn't working, then you've got to find out what part of what you're already doing is working. And now you poke You poke the traditions, you poke the this is the only way to do it kind of mindset you might have, and you have to find your other outcomes. So when I say today, like just start, it's not always necessarily have a plan. You may have to just go out and talk to 5 people and take that risk. Take that risk to stumble over your words, take that risk to try to ask open-ended questions. You know, the safest way for anybody to talk to anybody is to just ask open-ended questions. Now, if you don't know what those are, then you can get a hold of me and we'll talk about that, because I train extensively on open-ended questions. But a lot of people laugh at why some introverts do better than extroverts when it comes to selling. Well, I got to tell you, the introvert knows how to be quiet and listen. The extrovert has to learn how to be quiet and listen. And so the people who listen actually have the power in the moment. So just start listening is maybe where you need to start instead of talking about all your ideas. Everybody's going to start differently, but you got to start. And if you are, everybody has failed, and that's just fine. But starting is an intentional act. In all business, success comes because you've got an intention. You get out there and you do it. So there's no right way. There's no wrong way. There's the best way. There's your way. And that's why you have to know you, because you are going to take all those formulas that are out there in the world, and somehow you're going to be just a shade off over here, a shade off over here, but that's going to work for you. And so what I like to do is creatively have people walk around what belief system did they set in around this is the formula, and then go, no, not necessarily. Have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? So many people are getting stuck in a formula. So we're still perpetuating the same old cycle. We're still only 3% of the people are top earners in network marketing. People traditionally, they start, they get hope, and then they're out within 90 days to a year, and all you did was leave somebody else your customers. If you are one of those people who's ready to stop that trend in those startups that you have for your businesses, then it's time that we talk. And you just get a hold of me at successwithmarla.com and you set a 30-minute session where we talk about what you've done and are there some new steps for you? And then we'll see, is there an opportunity for us to play together or not? So successwithmarla.com, and thank you all for listening. And I will talk to you soon, but just remember, just start.